This PowerPoint goes over chapters 7 through 12. Starting off with chapter 7, Network Architecture. Switches. There are two types of switches. One is unmanaged with minimal configurations, and the other is a managed switch that is configured by either a command line interface or a web-based GUI. Network availability and redundancy. Availability is how consistent and reliable a file or system can be accessed. Link aggregation is the seamless combination of multiple network interfaces or ports to act as one logical interface. Clustering is the technique of grouping redundant resources so they appear as a single device to the rest of the network. Hypervisors. Hypervisors are the virtualization of a physical computer. Every virtual machine has its own virtual network interface card. One host can support multiple virtual switches that are controlled by the hypervisor. Chapter 8, Network Segmentation. Subnets and subnet masks. Using subnets provides benefits like network documentation to locate and resolve problems easier, and routers can more easily manage IP address spaces that don't overlap. A subnet mask is used so devices can determine which part of an IP address is the network ID and which part is the host ID. Virtual LANs. A virtual local area network groups ports on a switch so that some of the local traffic on the switch is forced to go through a router. Chapter 9, Wide Area Networking. Wide area networking. Broadband. Cables and bandwidth are shared between multiple customers. Dedicated internet access. Bandwidth is dedicated to a single customer. Bandwidth is symmetrical, or synchronous, which means download and upload speeds are about the same. Digital subscriber line is a WAN connection method that operates over the public switch telephone network. Cable broadband is based on coaxial cable wiring used for TV signals. Routers. Core routers direct data between networks within the same autonomous system. Edge routers connect an autonomous system with an outside network. Exterior routers refer to any router outside the organization's AS. A routing table is a database that holds information about where hosts are located and the most efficient way to reach them. Routing paths. Routing paths are determined in one of the following two ways. Static routing. A network administrator configures a routing table to direct messages along specific paths. Or dynamic routing. A router automatically calculates the best paths between two networks and maintains this information in a routing table. Chapter 10, Risk Management. Hackers. Hacker is used to describe an individual who gains unauthorized access to systems. A white hat actor is an IT security expert hired by organizations to identify security vulnerabilities. Black hat hackers are groups or individuals that cause damage to steal data or compromise privacy. Gray hat hackers abide by a code of ethics all of their own. Risks. A vulnerability is a weakness of a system, process, or architecture. An exploit is the act of taking advantage of a vulnerability. Zero-day exploit or zero-day attack is one that takes advantages of a software vulnerability exploited before the software developer is aware of the vulnerability. Social engineering is a strategy of manipulating social relationships to gain access. Chapter 11, Access Control. Policy. A security policy for network users identifies security goals, risks, levels of authority, designated security coordinator and team members, responsibilities of each team member and employee. Bring your own device refers to the practice of allowing people to bring their smartphones, laptops, or other technology into a facility for the purpose of performing work or school responsibilities. An acceptable use policy explains to users that they can and cannot do while accessing a network's resources. A non-disclosure agreement is a document that defines what confidential and private means to the organization. Authentication, authorization, and accounting. Controlling access to a network and its resources is called network access control. Identity and access management consists of three major elements: authentication, authorization, and accounting. Authentication is the process of verifying users' credentials to grant user access to security resources. Authorization is what determines what the user can and cannot do with a network resource. Accounting. This is to keep an account of the client system or network usage. Chapter 12, Performance and Recovery. Traffic monitoring tools. Traffic logs that investigate network performance issues. Network monitor. Continually monitors network traffic. Protocol analyzer. Monitors traffic at a specific interface between a server and a client in the network. Inline monitoring. Install device called a network tap or packet sniffer in line with network traffic. Port mirroring. All traffic sent to any port on a switch can be sent to a mirrored port. Wireless monitoring. Run monitoring software on a computer connected wirelessly to the network. Reporting. Many devices can be configured to report their traffic and other statistics to a network monitor. Event viewer. Events are logged in an event log that can be viewed with the Event Viewer application. Syslog messages. Syslog is a standard for generating, storing, and processing messages about events on many network systems.